Napoli fans around the world, welcome to today's video. Unfortunately, we've just lost against Atalanta 2-0, and with this result, we can say goodbye to the Champions League. Effectively, the remaining games for the rest of the season don't really mean much in terms of where we can get to, and we're already qualified for the Europa League, so we don't really have anything to play for. Luckily, we do still have our game against Barcelona in August for the Champions League, so the remaining few games will be a great opportunity for Gattuso to try out some new tactics, try out some new players, maybe put Lozano from the start, see what he can do in the next 9 or so games. Also, although we did lose this game, not everything was bad. If we look at the first half, we actually didn't play so badly, and both teams attacked very well with all 11 players in attack. Both on the Napoli side and on the Atalanta side, the teams transitioned quite well from attack to defense, not stretching themselves out, not leaving any spaces. There weren't that many chances. There were a few headers for Atalanta, one for Koulibaly, a few shots, but nothing really dangerous happened in the first half. The only dangerous thing that actually happened was Ospina getting hit in the head. Unfortunately, he seems to have a habit of that, and luckily he was okay, but he had to be subbed off for Meret. So when the first half ended 0-0 and the two teams were very well matched, I thought we could go out there in the second half and really try to push for that win. But actually it was Atalanta that came out much sharper in the second half. We were very sloppy in the first few minutes, and when we recovered the ball inside our own box, Atalanta were very quick to put pressure, gain that ball back, put a ball in the middle, and Pasalic was completely free. A horrible mistake by the Napoli defense, who was trying to restart an attack, but they found themselves completely out of position, and it was 1-0 Atalanta. Now, I can't really fault the Napoli defense too much because it was actually Fabian's fault for giving the ball away in such a bad area. But the second goal, there's no excuses for the Napoli defense. So you can see Koulibaly way out of position. There's a man in front of him making a run, and he's at least 1 or 2 meters behind. That should never be the case. He's caught completely out. And then we have Di Lorenzo and Maximovic, who are marking Zapata. And really what should have happened here was that as Zapata moves down the middle, Maximovic should have been picking him up as a central defender. And instead, Di Lorenzo should be sliding out and waiting for the Atalanta left winger to come in, because it's no surprise that he's going to do that. Gosens has scored 9 goals this season. That's exactly how Atalanta play. Everybody should be expecting Gosens to make that run. But because Maximovic didn't pick up on Zapata, Di Lorenzo had to stay on him. And eventually we found ourselves with Gosens completely unmarked, and it was an easy goal for him. And from 2-0 down, it was really difficult for Napoli to actually do much. Atalanta were very compact. We only really created one good chance with Napoli playing the ball well, and that came to Fabian, who found himself at the edge of the box with a good chance to score, but he missed. He put the ball wide. We had 3 other good chances. The first one came with Lozano. He found himself one-on-one with the keeper, but it was actually because of a few rebounds going his way, and the keeper made a good save. The second one was a Koulibaly header. He was left free in the box, and just like in the first half, he didn't work the goalkeeper. And then maybe our biggest opportunity came when Mario Rui lined up a shot from way out. The goalkeeper fumbled it, and then Milik was on it. He scored, but he was in an offside position. And that really speaks volumes about how inadequate Milik is for us. A real striker, a true striker. They would have never found themselves in an offside position there. Milik had all the time in the world to see that Mario Rui was lining up a shot, put himself in line with the defense, and then go and make the movement. But no, Milik just doesn't have that instinct. He doesn't know how to play on that offside line, and it's something that I discussed in the previous video, that Milik doesn't offer that to us. So I really hope that after this game, De Laurentiis does everything he can to buy Victor Osimhen. He's the type of player that can actually give us that solution, who is able to play on that offside line. He's done it many times. So as for player ratings, if we start from the bottom, he gets a 4.5. Maximovic and Koulibaly, they get a 5. They got totally outplayed by Papu Gomez and Zapata. Zapata made them look like little boys, and they were completely out of position for both goals. Instead, this time there's only 2 players that actually, I think in my opinion, performed well, and that's Lozano and Zielinski. They're the only ones that look lively, that seem to dribble, that seem to create some chances, create some space. But again, with the whole team around them not really doing much, it was very difficult for them. As for Mr. Gattuso, he gets a 6. I thought we played a really good first half, but then in the second half we messed up a lot of our positioning, we were sloppy, and he couldn't get the players to just concentrate on the game. They were often arguing with the referee, arguing between themselves. Anyways guys, it's a disappointing one, but I hope you liked the video. Like this video if you want Milik to be replaced by Osimhen. Make sure you check out that review I made on him if you haven't already, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, even though we lost, sempre forza Napoli.